What's up everybody? Let me tell you, we're about to dive headfirst into the land of pizza, pasta, and probably some pigeons wearing tiny hats. Italy. This place is off the charts beautiful, and I'm so stoked to be your guide as we hit up the most epic spots. We're talking 15 must-see places that'll blow your Instagram feed up. So buckle up, grab some extra storage for your phone, and let's do this thing. Alright, first up, we're hitting up Rome, baby. And you know what that means, the Colosseum. This place is legendary, like seriously, gladiators used to throw down right here. Can you imagine? Blood, sweat, sand, and probably some questionable hygiene. I'm not saying I'd be a great gladiator, but I could rock a toga, maybe with a fanny pack for snacks. What do you think? Speaking of snacks, we gotta talk about the food. Pizza, pasta, gelato. It's like a culinary playground. After a long day of exploring ancient ruins, there's nothing better than indulging in a scoop, or three, of creamy, dreamy gelato. Trust me, you haven't lived until you've tried pistachio gelato in Rome. So we've got history, architecture, and food. What more could you ask for? Oh yeah, the Trevi Fountain. Toss a coin in, make a wish, and let's see if this trip gets any more epic. Spoiler alert, it totally will. Venice, you beautiful, confusing maze of canals and bridges, you've stolen a piece of my heart, and almost made me miss my flight, but that's another story. This city is like something out of a dream, especially if your dream involves getting serenaded by a gondolier while navigating narrow waterways. Seriously, get ready to be wowed by the Grand Canal, those colorful buildings, and the sheer romance of it all. Just try not to fall in the water while you're busy snapping pics for the gram, unless you're going for that accidentally chic aesthetic, then by all means, go for it. And hey, if you do happen to get lost, which is totally part of the Venice experience, right? Just embrace it. Wander those charming streets, discover hidden courtyards, and maybe even stumble upon a secret Baccari. That's Venetian for wine bar. You're welcome. Next stop, Pisa. Now I know what you're thinking, it's all about the Leaning Tower, right? And yeah, it's pretty darn impressive. I mean, this thing's been defying gravity for centuries, which is more than I can say for myself after a big plate of pasta. But here's the thing, you gotta get that iconic leaning photo. You know, the one where you look like you're single-handedly holding the tower up? Get creative with it. Channel your inner superhero, or maybe pretend you're pushing it over like a giant domino. And hey, while you're there, check out the rest of Piazza dei Miracoli. It's full of stunning architecture. Plus, there's gelato nearby, and after that Leaning Tower photo shoot, you've earned yourself a treat. Get ready to have your mind blown by the Amalfi Coast. This place is straight out of a travel magazine, with its pastel-colored villages clinging to cliffs, turquoise water sparkling below, and enough lemon trees to supply every limoncello distillery in the world. Rent a car, hop on a scooter, or channel your inner Italian and flag down a Vespa. Whatever you do, just make sure you soak up those views. We're talking epic sunsets, winding coastal roads, and a vibe that just screams La Dolce Vita. Oh, and speaking of La Dolce Vita, don't forget to indulge in some of that famous Amalfi Coast seafood. Fresh fish, tangy lemons, and a view to die for. It doesn't get much better than that. Hold on to your hats or your hiking boots, because we're about to hit up Cinque Terre, aka 5 of the most picturesque villages you've ever laid eyes on. Imagine this. Colorful houses stacked like candy along the Italian Riviera, vineyards clinging to terraced hillsides, and the bluest water you've ever seen. Now I'm not gonna lie, getting between these villages involves a bit of hiking, but trust me, the views are worth every step. Plus, you're in Italy. There's always a gelato shop around the corner to reward yourself with. Pro tip, try all the flavors. You're on vacation, live a little. Thanks for watching. If you like our channel, please subscribe now. Lake Como, you had me at George Clooney has a house here. But seriously, this place is the epitome of laid-back luxury. Think sparkling blue waters surrounded by majestic mountains, dotted with charming villages and opulent villas. You can cruise around the lake on a ferry, rent a boat if you're feeling fancy, or just find a sunny spot on the shore and soak up the atmosphere. Keep your eyes peeled for celebrities. You never know who you might spot sipping espresso at a lakeside cafe. And if you're feeling really adventurous, you can even take a dip in the lake. Just, maybe avoid doing a George Clooney impression and jumping off a balcony. Unless you're a trained professional, in which case, please send me the footage. Next up, we're diving into a whole other country, Vatican City. This tiny nation is jam-packed with history, art, and religious significance. You've got the iconic St. Peter's Basilica, the Vatican museums with their mind-blowing collection of masterpieces, and of course the Pope himself. Now I'm not gonna lie, be prepared for some crowds. This is one of the most popular tourist destinations in the world, so those lines can get pretty long. But hey, consider it a workout for your patience, and your calf muscles if you're waiting in line for the dome climb at St. Peter's. Once you're inside though, it's totally worth it. The art and architecture are truly awe-inspiring, and you can't help but feel a sense of history and spirituality in the air. Get ready to step back in time at Pompeii, the city that's eternally frozen in time thanks to a little eruption from Mount Vesuvius. It's like walking through a history book, except instead of just reading about ancient Roman life, you're seeing it firsthand. You can wander through the streets, peek into houses, and even check out the forum where the Pompeians used to hang out and gossip. Just imagine, 1 minute you're going about your day, the next minute, bam, volcano. Talk about a bad day to be a Pompeian. But hey, at least they left behind a fascinating archaeological site for us to explore. Plus, it's a good reminder to appreciate every day. You never know when a volcano might decide to interrupt your plans. Florence, you had me at birthplace of the Renaissance. This city is like a living, breathing museum with stunning art and architecture around every corner. We're talking masterpieces by Michelangelo, Botticelli, and Leonardo da Vinci, the OG Renaissance men themselves. Of course, no trip to Florence is complete without a visit to the Duomo, that iconic red-domed cathedral that dominates the skyline. And yes, you should totally climb it. It's a bit of a workout, but trust me, the view from the top is worth every step. Just imagine, you'll be looking out over the same city that inspired some of history's greatest artists. Maybe you'll even feel a surge of creativity yourself. Or maybe you'll just be thinking about gelato. Either way, it's a win-win. Alright, let's be real. After all that art and history, you deserve some serious beach time. And lucky for you, Italy's got you covered, especially in Sicily. We're talking pristine beaches with crystal clear water, perfect for swimming, sunbathing, and channeling your inner Roman god or goddess. Whether you prefer lounging on golden sands, exploring hidden coves, or diving into the turquoise depths, Sicily's got a beach for you. And hey, after a long day of soaking up the sun, you can treat yourself to some delicious Sicilian cuisine. Think fresh seafood, pasta dishes with a Sicilian twist, and of course cannoli, those crispy, creamy tubes of pure happiness. It's the perfect way to end a day in paradise. Get ready to lace up those hiking boots and breathe in that fresh mountain air, because we're heading to the Dolomites. These majestic mountains are a sight to behold, with their jagged peaks, lush valleys, and crystal-clear lakes. Whether you're an experienced hiker or just starting out, there's a trail for you in the Dolomites. You can challenge yourself with a challenging summit climb, take a leisurely stroll through alpine meadows, or hop on a cable car and let the views take your breath away. And speaking of breathtaking, don't forget to pack a camera. You're gonna want to capture every moment of this epic adventure. Get ready to step into a world of glamour and luxury. We're going to Capri. This island off the coast of Naples is known for its stunning natural beauty, upscale boutiques, and celebrity sightings. You can't miss the Blue Grotto, a sea cave where the water glows an otherworldly blue thanks to sunlight filtering through an underwater cavity. It's like stepping into a magical underwater kingdom. And when you're not busy being mesmerized by the Blue Grotto, you can explore Capri's charming towns, indulge in some high-end shopping, or simply relax at a cafe and soak up the island vibes. Sardinia, you had me at beaches that rival the Caribbean. This island off the coast of Italy is a true paradise with crystal-clear waters, pristine beaches, and a laid-back vibe that's impossible to resist. You can spend your days swimming, sunbathing, snorkeling, or simply relaxing on the sand with a good book. And when you're ready for some adventure, you can explore the island's rugged interior, discover hidden coves, or even go hiking in the mountains. And of course, no trip to Sardinia would be complete without indulging in some of the local seafood. From fresh-caught fish to succulent shellfish, Sardinian cuisine is sure to tantalize your taste buds. Get ready to up your style game, we're heading to Milan. This city is a global capital of fashion and design, with high-end boutiques, stylish locales, and a vibe that's both sophisticated and exciting. You can spend your days browsing designer stores, checking out the latest trends, and maybe even treating yourself to a little something special. And when you need a break from all that shopping, you can explore Milan's rich history and culture. Don't miss the iconic Duomo, the city's grand Gothic cathedral, or the Teatro alla Scala, one of the world's most famous opera houses. Get ready for a dose of romance. We're going to Verona, the city of Romeo and Juliet. Even if you're not a hopeless romantic, you can't help but be charmed by Verona's picturesque streets, historic buildings, and of course, that famous balcony. You can visit Juliet's house, complete with the balcony where she supposedly pined for Romeo, or check out the Arena, a well-preserved Roman amphitheater that's still used for concerts and events today. And when you're ready for a break from all the sightseeing, you can relax in one of Verona's many charming piazzas, sip on some delicious Italian wine, and soak up the romantic atmosphere. And there you have it, 15 incredible places that prove Italy is way more than just pizza and pasta, though it's got a lot of those too. From ancient ruins to breathtaking beaches, charming villages to bustling cities, Italy's got something for everyone. So, what are you waiting for? Start planning your Italian adventure today. And don't forget to let me know in the comments which spot you're most hyped to visit, or if you've got any hidden gems to add to the list. Until next time, ciao for now. Thanks for watching. If you like our channel, please subscribe now, then you will not miss any videos in the future.